everybody. Thank you for joining me again here on my Still My Child series. Tonight I have the great fortune of speaking to a very special baby's family. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit to her mom, and then we're going to actually hear from her dad, which is really awesome because we don't hear enough from the father's perspective. Her name is Adalyn, and you may already follow this account. I'm going to have them join me right now. They're Adalyn Rose Foundation. They're doing a wonderful walk to raise some money to help families in need. So please make sure you're following them if you're not already and support them in what they're doing. And I just wanted to get a little bit about her story because as I've been doing, I've been trying to see just if there's any similarities or differences. And I think it just helps all of us just to feel a little bit better about our situation, just to know that there's someone else that can relate to us, sadly, but also just to see what else we can do to help other families and seeing what happened with us and the other families that we're seeing on here. Owen's Bear's here again. Hi, guys.
Hey, Anna.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you fit this in. I know you have a really busy time right now.
There's just a couple of kids playing around upstairs. They'll figure it out.
Okay. They can take care of each other, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We told them, boys, take care of your little sister. No, you're kidding.
So cute.
I'm going to, I'll introduce myself and then I'm going to leave you guys in some really great hands here with Adam. We talked earlier. I just don't feel like guys and dads get to share as much, and maybe some don't feel as comfortable, or there might just not be the opportunity. So I was thinking about it today and I'm like, babe, like, you do this, you got to do this. Like, you share.
By the way, she told me a half hour ago, she's like,
Yeah.
So Adam, you're doing an Instagram live tonight. I'm like,
Thank you, Adam.
okay.
He was
My fault because I mentioned
No.
Was it yesterday or in the morning? I mentioned that dads don't share, and it's not necessarily that they don't want to, like she said, but we don't often give you guys the chance. I think us women are always on here like, this is happening, and I told her I had my husband do it, which I was surprised because he used to say, I'll never speak about this, and I said, I took over our account for Push for Empowered Pregnancy for a week, and I said, it'd be nice if my complete story was in there with including your side, So he did it, and I was like, oh, that was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I'm sure he didn't feel great, but he was just like, yeah, I can talk about it. It's just upsetting,
Yeah.
So,
well, Adam, I told him what Instagram was, so we went over that.
The extent of my knowledge for social media is mostly like Facebook Marketplace, haggling for cars. So,
well, there you go. Well, she has it on now. So, Chloe, why don't you introduce
Wish me luck.
yourself so you can...
Yeah. So my name is Chloe Safiri. I am Addie's mom and co-founder of the Adalyn Rose Foundation. And we are currently foster parents and have two earthly rainbow babies here with us, Enzo and Elle. And basically, I was a teacher for many years, and Addie was our first baby, and Adam will tell you a lot about her story, but after she died, we did have our rainbow baby Enzo, and I decided that I was going to stay home, and we became foster parents and launched the foundation. And now I'm running that from home with our three kiddos here, and I'm just really, really passionate about the work we're doing and about connecting with other families, the whole family, the moms, the dads and siblings, grandparents, the entire family, because we really feel that baby loss and the death of a baby impacts so many, family members. And it really, really affects the parents, but also their living children, whether those children were born before or after their baby that had passed. So we really try to include, the entire family in our events. And we really want to be there to support local families. We do, send care packages throughout the country, but really we're really focused in Pennsylvania, connecting one-on-one. But I'm running that now and really, just feeling so passionate. And I've been enjoying talking with you and so many moms about just like life after loss, prevention, advocacy, support, all of that. So I'm enjoying the work I'm doing in honor of Adalyn. We just celebrated her birthday, which, you know, it's crazy. Your grief journey is so different. Every part of it, you just never know how you're going to feel. And I think that's a lot of the anxiety. I get very anxious leading up to her birthday because I don't know how I'm going to feel. And that makes you feel anxious. So yeah, we just celebrated her birthday. But we have so much, you know, love and support, and we're really lucky, with the community that we have right now. And if anyone, you know, obviously you have such a great community here. We're really grateful for that. And we're always looking to support and talk and chat with anyone. So I'm going to get off now and go check on all the kids.
I can do 2 interviews. You can be next time. I know you have kids to watch, so one-on-one, and then next time you'll be on there. But thank you so much for everything you're doing, and
thank you.
I definitely relate to you, and that it helps you through it. So
I was like, all right,
get out of here. Get out of here. I got this thing. Get out of here.
I love your painting behind you.
Thank you. Chloe got that for me for my birthday. Father's Day. This past year. So yeah, that is Addie there, with her angel wings. You know,
and this year she would have been 4, right? Is that?
Yeah, it would have been 4 the other day. So yeah, that's
so what I like to do with my interview is just start out, if you want to share a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you live, and what you do. Obviously I know where you're living now, but if you want to go through a little bit of your backstory before we talk about the pregnancy, then we go into, you know, the situation, how you lost her, and then obviously your advocacy, which your wife already mentioned some of that.
Yeah. So I'm Adam Safiri. I live right outside of Reading, Pennsylvania. I am a construction superintendent, and also the co-founder of the Adalyn Rose Foundation, and a dad to some pretty awesome kids.
How many years have you been running the foundation?
So this is going on 2.5 years since we were founded. Yeah,
and this is your second time you're doing the stroller run, right? Is that right?
Yeah, so this is our second annual Empty Stroller 5K coming up on October 17th. We're really excited about it. We're really excited to get it in person. We have a very big venue this year, and we're just really excited to get everybody out there together, which was part of our mission when we started, was to build a community of families that had been through similar circumstances. So through COVID, we had to get really creative. I think we still created the community, but now that we're able to get families in person, I think it's going to grow a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so for your pregnancy, as far as like what you know about how it all went, because of course we usually talk to the mom so she can give us more detail, but maybe you even were beside her for all these appointments. Was it normal? Was there any issues that you guys had throughout?
Yeah. So, honestly, Addie's story is one that I've told many times. This is probably the 3rd time virtually I'm getting out there and kind of telling her story. So yeah, the pregnancy was normal all the way up until it wasn't. She was roughly 18 weeks old. I was there for all the appointments. I was extremely excited to be a dad. It was the first baby. We found out, we were having a kid, and I think we bought a house like 2 weeks later. just rushed into the whole growing up thing, and so everything was pretty fine. We were very excited. All the appointments went great, and then I don't know if anybody else knows our story, but Chloe kind of felt ill, and it was very odd. She's a very strong woman, and she kind of powered through it. The doctors didn't really know what was going on. I was kind of working away from home, a couple hours away from home. And I remember that last day before I brought her in the hospital. I made her take her temperature before I left. She was fine. I said, if you get another fever, I'm rushing home and we're going right to the hospital. So she called me around like 10 o'clock in the morning. I remember speeding home. I still remember what I passed that day when I drove home, and I grabbed her. We went to the ER, and they did some blood work. We heard the baby's heartbeat. And, there was some odd information. The doctor was like, there's just some irregularities. We're just going to, check you in, let you stay here for some observation. Being naive, we often talk about this now, that we were much more naive before this all happened. I remember being there and thinking, well, we're an amazing hospital here. We're fine. Everything's fine. We'll figure it out. Just putting everything in the back of my head.
How many weeks was she then?
She was 18 weeks.
Okay.
Almost just about 19 weeks. And, we got admitted into the room. We stayed overnight. And then the next day, I guess women's intuition kicked in with Chloe, and I remember her telling the nurse, she's like, I want to hear my baby's heartbeat now. And, I'll never forget that, the nurse coming over with the fetal Doppler and, kind of panicking after a couple minutes. She's like, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. But, I remember, the pit in my stomach and holding my wife and waiting for the doctor to come in with the ultrasound.